2 into 0.15, you get 1.5 minus 0.3, you get 1.2. So the terminal voltage, this V, they have asked for this V. This V is E minus IR. So that's why they haven't supplied the external resistance. We do not need external resistance because we only need E and we need I times smaller. Okay. So the option would be, yes, D. So option, this much volt. So option D. So I think I do not need to repeat it, but let's see. Okay, Amit, you gave the correct answer. Okay, if they have asked for the lost volt, what is lost volt? Do you know? I will cover it with the same part. See here, IR means lost volt. This voltage you will not get. Let's say you have taken a 10 volt battery or cell from the market, you brought it, but when you connect in the circuit, you are not getting 10 volts. You are getting, let's say, 9 volt. Where did the 1 volt go? It is the I times smaller. This is the potential drop inside the cell itself. Okay, we call it lost volt. I time capital R, we call it terminal voltage. Do remember this, huh? If they ask for terminal voltage, which means potential difference across the cell. Okay, so I've covered all the parts, all the things related with this kind of numericals. If they ask for lost volt, which means they are asking I times smaller. If they are asking for terminal voltage or potential difference across the cell, then they are asking I times capital R. Okay. Now let's move into the next part. Can I go to the next switch? Motazim, you gave the correct answer. Shubro, this is not 0.3. Yes, it is Shubro Sharda. Someone is here also. This is the advantage you take. Offline and online. The advantage in offline is you can go anywhere. If you have fever or something, you can also attend the class. That is the good part of it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Elastic collision, you know. Let me go through this. Both are conserved. Okay, so solid sphere, ratio of amplitude, dipole moment, charge time distance. Huh? You know it. Yes, let's say 80. This one. Some electric bulbs are connected in series across 220 volt supply in a room. If one bulb is fused, fuse means? Yes, the terminals are joined. So filament is not active. Fused, the remaining bulbs are connected in series across the same supply. The illumination in the room will be, illumination matlab? Light. Intensity of light. Let's say we have 2 bulbs are running. If I make it 4 or 5, more light will be there, which means illumination or intensity of light will also increase. Okay. Now, let's say we have 3 bulbs. Let's draw the circuit. As we are doing this PYQ, we will do it in a proper way. Let's say these are the 3 bulbs. Okay. Let's say it has resistance R1, this has resistance R2, this has resistance R3. So where all the bulbs are now in the same series order, and let's say the current is I1. Whatever, let's say EMF you have applied E and something is there. So this is the preliminary part. Okay. Now say, just let me ask you, what is the thing that we need to find for illumination? Bulbs means what will it produce? It will consume electrical energy.
Yes, sir.
And in which energy it will convert?
Light energy. Power.
Heat energy. Bulb garam ho jata na? First it produces heat, that heat is converted into light. So it will produce heat. What was the formula of heat production? There basically Joule's law, which was H equals to I squared RT. This was the formula. Just remember. So if the heat is more, there will be more illumination. As simple as that. If the heat is more, there will be more illumination. Heat ज़्यादा होगा, light भी, illumination भी ज़्यादा होगा. Now, we are doing the first case. We are doing it quite slowly and comfortably. So let's say the equivalent resistance क्या होगा बोलो? What will be the resistance? R1 plus R2 plus R3. Let's say this is R prime. The total resistance be R prime. Just add those three, R prime. So what will be the formula? Now, heat produced H1 in the first case. क्या होगा बोलो? I square RT. Okay. Do you get this? Three resistance in series. Some of them, let's say R dash, the addition. Then heat will be I square R dash times T for the same time work. Now, in the second case, there are only two bulbs. One is already fused, means it's been short circuited, so current is not passing through the bulb all again. Let's say now we are only been connected with R1 and R2. So what will be the resistance now? R1 plus R2. Let's say that is R prime, R double prime, double dash. It will be different now.
Yes, sir.
So if it is R dash, we cannot also mention these are R dash. Let's say anything else. X, you could take it X as Y also. It doesn't matter. Some of these three are dash, some of these two are double dash. Now, current would be different. Let's say I2. So what will be the heat produced? I2 squared R double prime or double dash times T. T same. We are sending current for the same time. Now, how will you say from these two equations that which one will produce greater heat? How will you say that? By looking at the equation, it is not easy. But if we could, just a minute. Okay. So what we got is H1 was I1 square R dash T and H2 was I2 squared R double dash T. Just divide those. What will cancel out? T will cancel out. So H1 by H2, what do you get? I1 square R dash by I2 square R double dash. Now, there was an equation. Just remember. Yaad karo. V equals to IR. Do you remember this? V equals to IR. Now V would be same because the EMF is same. So now it implies that I1 R dash would be equals to I2 R double dash. This is V. V equals to initial case I1 R dash. In second case I2 R double dash. So what is I1 by I2? R double dash by R dash. Now put this in this equation. We are putting this in this equation. Okay. So now H1 by H2, I1 by I2 square R dash by R double dash. This part I took it together. So what is I1 by I2? R double dash by R dash. Just put it. Square I1 by I2 R double dash by R dash. I1 I2 square means R double dash square by R dash square times r dash by r double dash. Now cancel it. Square, the whole thing will cut. Square, the whole thing will cut. What do you get? You get r double dash by r dash. This is h1 by h2. Now look. Say which one is greater? R dash or r double dash? R dash is greater than r double dash. Why? They are in series. Let's say 1, 1, 1. How much? 3. 1 and 1, only 2. So in series resistance, it will be greater. If one bulb got fused, it will be lesser. So r dash greater than r double dash. Now look at this. Which one is greater? R dash is greater than r double dash. It means this would be less than 1. बोलो. हाँ बोलो. कहाँ से बोलो? बोलो. इधर इधर तक समझ में आया? इधर तो समझ में आ गया तो बस. सी वोल्टेज क्या होगा तीनों के अंदर? अगर इसका भी V होगा, इसका भी V होगा. Why? Not series. हाँ बोलो. कौन सा कम वोल्टेज? नहीं नहीं, वैसा उतना इजी नहीं है वाला. इसीलिए तो इतना सब चल रहा है. रेजिस्टेंस कम ज्यादा का बात नहीं है. कौन सा ज्यादा ग्लो करेगा वही क्वेश्चन नहीं था. तो क्वेश्चन क्या था? व्हाट वाज द क्वेश्चन? देयर आर 3 bulbs. नहीं, you are not looking at these things according to the current. If resistance decreases, please remember, if resistance decreases, what will increase? Current. What was the formula? V equals to IR. Let's just look. Voltage is same because the battery is same. First case, resistance high, which means which one is low? Current is low. In second case, resistance is low, current is high. If resistance is low, current is high. Now, if you square the current, in which case it will come greater? In the second case.
थर्ड केस भी तो ले सकते
थर्ड केस मतलब
हैं
क्या बोला वो?
जैसे H1 H2 निकाले
एक ही फ्यूज हुआ है. 2 बल्ब फ्यूज हो जाता तो when one would glow, तब थर्ड भी ज्यादा होता. समझा कि नहीं? बस अब जब इसको okay, let us go through it together, then we'll come to the answer later. R1, R2, R3, same voltage V, current is I1, resistance कितना है बोलो? R1 plus R2 plus R3, total resistance R dash. Good. Heat produced I1 square R dash T. खत्म. Next. Second case, only R1 and R2. Let's say R3 got fused. Resistance R1 plus R2 means R double prime or R double dash. So heat is H2 means I2 square R double dash T. Clear up to this? Then H1 by H2. What would be that? I1 square R dash T. I2 square R double dash T. T will cancel out. You will get I1 square R dash I2 square by R double dash. Only the ratio of I and R square R. Now what was the formula? Look at the formula. V equals to IR. In the first case it was I1 R dash. In the second case voltage is I2 R double dash. So what is the ratio of I1 and I2? R double dash by R dash. So I put that here. In place of I1 and I2, I put R dash and R double dash. So what do we got? We got something like this. This part square, I1 I2 means R2 double dash by R dash square part. If you cancel it out, you get R double dash by R dash. Now which one is greater? R dash or R double dash? R dash. So denominator is greater than the numerator. So it would be less than 1. Look. Let's say there are 3 resistances, 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 3 ohm. What is the sum of these 3? 6. Let's say 3 ohm got fused. Now what would be the sum? It will obviously घट जाएगा ना. R dash will be less than, always R double dash will be less than R dash. समझे? बस. So अभी बोलो इधर का last part. Therefore H1 by H2 less than 1. Therefore H1 less than H2. In which case heat will be greater? In the second case. क्यों? ये वाला कम है, ये वाला ज्यादा है, तो रेशियो लेस देन 1, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करो ना, H1. First case में all are glowing, second case में one got fused, R3 is not acting, so resistance decreasing, which means the ratio would be less than 1. That's how we can say H1 less than H2. Here the answer would be yes, increases. Option B. हाँ और बताएंगे, रुको एक मिनट रुको, let's finish the question. Option B, increases. Okay, just इसको कॉपी कर लो, उसके बाद हम करेंगे. Just copy it, नहीं तो बाद में समझ नहीं आएगा. Okay, this is R1, this is R2, and this is R3. Okay, in online, Pranav, I will repeat it. Okay. No, they have called it the fused. इसका मतलब क्या है? Salman, you got it quite correct that if one got fused, other one will not work. But here they have actually tried to mention that this has been short circuited. हाँ पूरा बताएंगे, फिर से पूरा बताएंगे, जल्दी का कोई बात नहीं है. No, for competitive exam purpose, you don't need to do this all. Just know that if resistance decreases, current will increase. Now, resistance decrease and current will increase, but heat will be of I squared. So greater current means square of the current. In the second case, illumination will be greater. I will write it down. Hey, we will just for the. हाँ इसको समझने वही. Okay, I will cover this. But हाँ किसमें बता देते? हाँ पैरेलल में क्या होगा बोलो? कम जाएगा, घट जाएगा, उल्टा हो जाएगा, बस उल्टा बस. Okay, Salman has got this. Amit Kumar also raised the same question that if one got fused, how can other glow? But they actually asking that fuse means here it's been short circuited. Let's say this is a bulb. These are the connection of the bulb. Anyhow, current got through this path and this is not working. So bulb is not working and only the wire is connect. That's the thing, but this is not that much easy. See, look at the options first. Number one, not continuous. If the bulbs are not glowing, not continuous would not mean anything. Increases, that could be an option. Decreases, that could be an option. Remains the same. They have not given the option that no illumination. If they have given no illumination, we could approach the problem that if the one bulb got fused, that's not itna easy nahi dega wo. One bulb fuse means no illumination, and it would be obvious for you if you see no illumination, one bulb got fused in series. It would be obvious that no, none of them are working. So nahi, utna easy nahi hai. They are actually meaning, see, there are many typographical errors here. Okay, fused or is disconnected. They are meaning that. Looking at the option, we have to see the question here for this particular problem. Okay, so let me repeat first. Let's say, have you wrote it down? Okay, so now I will take a fresh page and I will go through this. Look, I will take a simple problem. Let's say this is 10 volt. Just look. This is 2 ohm, this is 3 ohm, this is 5 ohm. What is the current? Well, R kitna? Total R 5 plus 3 plus 2, 10 ohm. Total voltage V 10 volt. What is I? V by R, 10 by 10. It is 1 ampere. Just look. So let's say heat produced kitna hoga? I square R T. Let's say T is 1 or something, 1 second or anything. So if T is 1 second, this R T. I square matlab 1 square, R square matlab 10 square. Let's say T is 1 second. Okay. What do you get? 100. H1 is 100. We'll look at this. Now next. बोलो कौन सा बल्ब फ्यूज करेंगे? अच्छा वाला होगा तो 5 को फ्यूज कर दे, बीच वाला कर देते हैं. बीच वाला करोगे तो कैलकुलेशन बहुत ज्यादा आ जाएगा. पहले मेरा सुविधा देखो, फिर मैं तुम्हारा देखूंगा. ठीक है, लेट्स से जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ आई टुक दिस. कौन सा बोलो? ओ सॉरी, सिर्फ 10 है तो आई स्क्वायर तो मतलब 1 का स्क्वायर है. हाँ, वेरी थैंक यू वेरी मच. इफ यू फ्यूज आइदर वन, द आंसर विल कम इन पॉइंट्स. उसका स्क्वायर करोगे तो बहुत उल्टा सीधा हो जाएगा. इसके इजी वाला लेते हैं, फिर विल लेट्स से 5 गॉट फ्यूज्ड. तो क्या करेगा बोलो? 2 ohm and 3 ohm. Voltage is still 10 volt. How much resistance is now? This is 5 ohm. So current would be V by R. कितना बोलो? 10 by 5, 2 एम्पियर. फिर कितना होगा बोलो? आई, हाँ, ए I2 देते हैं, नहीं तो नहीं समझ में आएगा. I स्क्वायर RT. ठीक है, R, this is R dash. It doesn't matter anything. पिछले वाले में क्या दिए थे? वाला R dash किए थे, था ना, वो वाला R dash हुआ था. ठीक है, इसको R डबल dash देते हैं. चलो, तो समझ में भी इजी होगा. ठीक है, चलो बोलो इसका, इसको थोड़ा सा इधर ले लेते हैं. We got H1 as 10. ओके, इसका बोलो क्या होगा? I2 स्क्वायर मतलब 2 स्क्वायर, रेजिस्टेंस 5 टाइम लेट्स से 1 सेकेंड. कितना का बोलो? कौन से वाले में ज्यादा आया? क्यों आया? क्यों? The question is why. Here resistance is decreasing. Good. Which one is increasing? Current. Now resistance decreasing in direct proportion, but current is increasing square. समझे कि नहीं समझे? करंट का क्या हो रहा है? एक घटा एक बड़ा, लेकिन वो स्क्वायर हो गया, फिर तो ज्यादा नहीं आएगा. समझे कि नहीं समझे? अभी समझे? तो एक घटा, दूसरा भी बड़ा, लेकिन सेम प्रोपोर्शन में नहीं बढ़ा. इधर आके क्या हो गया? स्क्वायर हो गया. अगर ये सेम प्रोपोर्शन में बढ़ता, स्क्वायर नहीं होता. सिर्फ ये वाला फॉर्मूला अगर H = I/T होता तो कुछ भी नहीं चेंज होता. एक घटेगा एक बढ़ेगा, कट जाएगा. समझ में? बस ये वाला नहीं तो लिख लेगा कोई. ओके, सो हाँ बोलो. हाँ जरूर करेंगे. दिस इज अ जनरल फॉर्म, मोर जनरल फॉर्म.
सर,
बोलो.
वो I1 और I2 का होल स्क्वायर लिखा हुआ है ना नीचे नाउ के बाद, एंड देन यू रोट H1 H2.
This part I replaced. I1 I2 means R double dash by आर डैश, उसका स्क्वायर हो गया देखो इधर, तो करने के बाद क्या रहा, आर डबल डैश बाय आर डैश रहा। ना दिलशाद आर स्क्वायर कभी नहीं होता है, जूल्स लॉ में क्या था याद करो, h इक्वल्स टू आई स्क्वायर आर टी। ओके, if r is decreasing and I is increasing, square of the I would be much greater than the r. If you fuse another bulb, all thing will come same. The square करने के टाइम क्या आ जाएगा, 7.5 7.3 उसका कुछ स्क्वायर होगा, लेकिन ज्यादा उसमें जरूर आएगा। ओके 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 फॉर दैट। Okay, so may I repeat this once more for the students also. So we have three resistances connected in series, same voltage been applied. Let's say current is I1. Let's say current is I1. So the resistance of these three are R1 plus R2 plus R3 R dash, total resistance. So heat produced, formula of Joule's law, what we get, I square RT, in place of R we put R dash times T. In the second case, we have two bulbs, R1 and R2, having resistances R1 and R2, current is I2. So total resistance would be R1 plus R2, much less than the first one. So heat would be I2 square R double dash T. So I square RT formula, simple as that. Now the ratio of heat produced would be I1 square R dash T divided by I2 square R double dash T. Ratio of that, time will cancel out. For the same time we are sending current. Now this we get H1 by H2 is I1 square R dash times I2 square R double dash. Initial current, initial resistance, final current square, final resistance, square of the current obviously. Now V equals to IR. So initial current and R dash would be final current times final resistance. So what is the ratio of I1 and I2? R double dash by R dash. So just replace this part R double dash R dash in place of I1 and I2 in this equation. So what do we get? In place of I1 and I2 square, we got R double dash by R dash squared. So this R will cancel out, only the square part and this R, and this part and this square part will cancel out. What do we get? R double dash by R dash. Now as R double dash is less because one bulb got fused, and R dash is higher because in series there were three resistances also. So this is less than 1, denominator is greater than the numerator. So which means H1 by H2 would be also less than 1, which indicates H2 would be greater than H1. So the final heat would be greater than the initial heat, as I is increasing when R is decreasing. And in place of heat, we use I squared, so the increment would be more. Okay. I think you got this. Let me check the online part. Okay. I think we can proceed to the next problem. Let's proceed.
Sir, there was this one question in the homework, question number 17.
I will send the answer of the homework. I have noticed that you are not you. Many students are eager to solve the PYQs instead of homeworks. Okay, so that's also correct, because you need to you have to be familiar with the PYQs.
Yes, sir.
So I have decided that I will send the homework. I'll also send the answers. You just check it out. If you have any doubt, you can ask me either in time of class also, and also in online also. You can ask me during the class, but I will answer those in the app section. That would be good. Those who need it, you will get it. I will send the answers. That's how I decided, and that will be easier for all of us. Let's say just start with the PYQs. Next one. Okay, so next one is we covered 80. This was 80, I think. No, this was question number 80. Okay. Okay. Let's start with 81.
सर उसका लिखा है नहीं तो
कौन सा वाला बाबा?
मीटिंग वाला
Conclusion.
इसके पहले वाले
Oh, पहले वाले का, हाँ ठीक है. Let's write it down. So in series, if 1 slash I'm writing the part taken out, not fused. Huh? Taken out. What they have asked for is illumination. Illumination will increase.
So, is there any possibility that if the bulb is fused, the illumination will?
So actually, there is actual possibilities. All of the bulbs will stop working, because in series, if you disconnect anyone, current will not pass. But in the question, looking onto the options, this is the most probable or possible answer to give, because other options are not consistent. Actually, if they are given that there is no illumination, that would be the not continuous. See, have you seen the bulbs are sometimes flickering? So that is called not continuous. Come to the next. Okay, let's start doing fast. 81. The current through wire depends on time as I equals to 3. This would be t squared, not t2. T squared 2t plus 5. Now, through any cross section of the wire, interval between time 0 to time, this is not 25, this is 2s, 2 seconds. Okay, otherwise, looking at the option, I can confirm you that none of the options will match. Just looking at it. So, because if the time is 25, how can the options be less than 25? Okay, so this would be 2 seconds. So I'm rewriting. Okay, what I told you in the very beginning, that in time of solving any PYQ or any numerical as such, what you have to identify, which quantities are being given, which what they have asked for, and what is the relation between these three. If you can identify, you can solve it. So given part, what they have given, I equals to 3t square plus 2t plus 5. That must be in ampere, because otherwise the answer wouldn't come in coulomb. Huh? So actually this is in ampere. Okay. See, they have given a time interval from 0 to 2 seconds, not 25. Huh? It would be 2 seconds. Otherwise the answer would not match. So yes, no, I will integrate it. So initially 0 second and the final time is 2 seconds. Okay, you get this? Now they have asked for you what amount of charge is flowing through that cross section. Let's say this is the cross section. What amount of charge is flowing in that time duration from 0 to 2 seconds? Just write it down. Amarjit, let us solve it first. Yes. Mautasim Reza, I think. Yes, you have said it correctly. If they are connected in same voltage, along same voltage, then that rule would be applied. Okay, now let us start with, okay, what was the definition of electric current? I equals to Q by T. Just wait for a second. This we called average current, average charge passing in particular time. But if I put a D here, this is called instantaneous current. At that moment, a very minute interval of time, what charge is flowing is dq, time interval is dt, current would be dq by dt. So what do you get as q? So dq would be I times dt, and there is no problem because both are scalar. Current is also a scalar, actually a tensor, whatever, and q is also a scalar, so there wouldn't be any problem. So if you start integrating dq, you will get integration of I dt. Now look, when the time was 0, how to put limit of an integration? When the time was 0, no charges flown through the wire. So initially the amount of charge would be 0. Let's say after 2 seconds, q amount of charge, or sorry, q amount of charge has flown through the wire. Now what is the interval of time? 0 to 2. So now we will do the integration part and the answer will come easily. Or what is the integration of dq? Only q. Limit 0 to q. It doesn't matter. This is arbitrary. This is fixed. Huh? Do not mix that up. What is the value of I? Yes, 3t square plus 2t plus 5 whole times dt. The dt part will get multiplied with all of them. Huh? Let's finish this, then I'll give you the whole part. This is q minus 0. I will I'm doing very minutely. Now 3t square times dt plus 2t dt plus 5 dt. Now start solving this. Integrate करो इसको, सिर्फ इसको. Yes, Amit, you got this correct. So this is q 3 t cube by 3 0 to 2 plus 2 t square by 2 0 to 2 plus 5 t 0 to 2. I think, yes, I will get the board. 3 will cancel out, 2 will cancel out. So 2 cube plus 2 square plus 5 into plus. Do you know about putting the limits? Upper limit minus lower limit. 8 4 plus 10. Option A.
तो यहाँ पे टाइम इंटरवल वेरिएट क्यों नहीं हो रहा है 0 to 25?
Typographical error है. Do you know that these questions are not available outside? They have been collected in different authentic sources, and that's why there are certain errors. But collection ekdam perfect hai. You get the idea that what difficulty level you are going to face.
Sir, that is all.
Oh, let me write it properly.
Sir, also how to find integrating answer from calculator?
कैलकुलेटर से कैसे होगा फॉर्मूले रख लेना पड़ता है
No, there are certain calculators which gives you the answers of integration.
Sir, कौन सा calculator? Are we allowed to take it for?
No, that you will be allowed. FX 92 I think would be safer than
सर FX
82 or up to 92.
So ये like a 92 almost.
These are model numbers. The better the model, the higher the model number, the greater features you get. But if you are that much intelligent to use those features, you could do it manually. Yes, in one of the classes in our college days, someone was had taken a very high-end calculator, okay, and the sir allowed him just sit and use it. But sir, we told the sir this is not allowed. He said if he is intelligent enough to use this and do integration in the calculator, he would be able to do it on the paper also, because that is much more trickier than doing it on the paper, okay. So if someone is that much intelligent, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I will go for the next one. Please write it down. Potential, this is of capacitance. Inductance, parallel inductance. Oh, this is efficiency 1 minus T2 by T1. potential difference, Reynolds number, escape velocity, but this is of the part of the chemistry. So I think we have covered most of the given PYQs from the current electricity section. There were only 3 or 4 questions were there. Okay, so let me check it further. Okay, 76 wala hai? Okay. No, these are rotational. Rotational motion. These are rotational motion. We have started with 72, I think, no? Okay. Oh, we skipped 69. 2 solid conductors are made up of same materials, having same length, same resistance. One cross section is A1, other one is A2. Which one would be high? Okay. Okay, 69. Okay. Well. Yes, there are tricks, formulas. See, by practicing more and more, when you see the problem, you can easily recognize the answers. If you just remember the tricks and do not solve, it would not help. Just by memorizing the formulas will not entertain anything.
So like for the
Like I am sending the homeworks, try to solve them by yourself. If you are able to do that, if that kind of questions, I think, or I could probably say that that difficulty level questions will also come. Okay, so if you are able to do those in a proper manner, in a faster way, obviously using proper formula, H equals to I square RT, V equals to IR, parallel combination, series combination, each and every one, then that will be sufficient. I also am giving those simple tricks and formulas after the classes. See, just the last one, if the one of them got fused or disconnected, the illumination will increase and so by that you can. But if you solve more and more questions, that would be more helpful. Do not try to just remember the trick, try to solve the question. When you get the question in the hall room, you will be able to solve it. That is what I think. Now look, 69, 2 solid conductors made up of same material, same length and same resistance. So everything is same length, same resistance, but only one thing is different. What is that? Area of cross section. Length is also same. And also same resistance. See? So our resistances are also same. And same material means rho. Very good. Same material indicates same specific resistance. That is, rho is also same. So they have asked for the ratio of A1 and A2. What was the formula? R equals to rho times L by A. Okay. Now let's say this was resistance R1, this is R2. Just for the time being, we are taking that. So what is R1? Rho into L by A1. No, not rho 1. See, rho is same, na? For the time being.
Sir, it should be R1 is equal to R2 as it given in the question.
Okay, so
same length and of same resistance.
That is why I am using this part. See, what is the R1? Rho into L by A1. What is R2? Rho times L by A2. Okay. Now divide these two. What do you get? R1 equals to R2. First of all, they have already supplied this. Resistance is same. Material is same. Length is also same. What? A2 by A1.
B.
Wait. This is 1:1. So A2 by A1 comes option B. Left hand side or A1 by A2, it doesn't matter. What is A1 by A2? Also 1. See, left hand side all got cancelled out. Only one we are left with. Rho got cancelled, L got cancelled, A2 goes up, A1 goes down. So A2 by A1 is, from this we can write A2 by A1, how much you got? 1. So A1 by A2 would be also 1. Everything is same now. The ratio would be same. See, look at it common sensically. Length same, area same, resistance same. Sorry, material same. Area has to also be same. From the common sense also you can do it. Everything is same, so ratio of the areas will be also same. You can ask me the question if you have any doubt.
Sir, the only difference that circular cross section is less.
Two solid conductors are made up of same material. So what is same?
Rho.
Rho is same. Just look one by one. Have same length. What is same? L. And same resistance. What is same? What are the ratio, area of cross section? A1 and A2. So they also have to be same now. Why? R equals to rho into L by A. This is A1, let's say. And in second case, R equals to rho into L by A2. Look at this. Resistance are same, material same, rho same, length same. So which quantities should be same? A1 and A2 should also be same. Same specific resistance. If you have still any doubt, please free to ask. There is. What does it mean? Look. Now ask the question. Let me see the online also. Ask me. Please ask.
Sir, there is written that the other one has a square cross section of it. What does it mean?
Square cross section means a cross section that looks like a square. No, that doesn't mean anything. But no, that doesn't matter actually in this question. All are same. Obviously, you look at the particular term, you had doubt, you asked, that's very good. All are same, so areas are also same. It's a very easy question actually. But if you are thinking too much, it would get also complicated. Many of you, I think, would not think that they would be same. Okay, let me see if there are any other questions. Or have I missed anyone?
65.
65. No, this is torque. I could give you the formula. INA. I is the current, N is the number of turns, A is the area. Okay, this is the centimeter. Coil 20 turns. N is 20. BINA, sorry. Torque equals to BINA. INA means magnetic dipole moment. So B is 0.10, I is 0.5 ampere, and all are given. Area calculate. If you have to calculate the area of the circle, you will get the torque. Okay. So I think we have completed 2025. Oh, you were copying down. Just a minute, huh? Just a minute. Let me take this out and then I will minimize. Ha. Yes, Amit, you are absolutely correct. All of the same other quantities are same. So areas are also same. Alok is shouting B, B, and B. Okay. Amit Kumar, in the previous question, time has to be from 0 to 2 seconds. Okay, that is how we get the correct answer. There is a typographical error. It should be 0 to 2 seconds. Alok did the correct integration. Alok, you got confused because there was 25, but it should be 2 seconds to get the correct answer. There is a typographical error. I already mentioned it during the solving the problem. So this is, I think, which year? 24. 24. Okay, so let's start with, obviously this is of physics. Okay, let's look. Intensity, that is photoelectric effect. Okay, you also look at this. If you could see any or identify, please let me know it.
Sir, is there available anywhere the blueprint of each chapter?
No. We are preparing it. Wait for some time. We all are at it. These are mathematical questions, I think. Ah, 35. This is a very interesting question. We get the same question again and again. We'll do this faster. If the wire have a resistance of 16 ohm is stretched to double its length, what is this new resistance? N square. So the formula we have, R2 equals to N square R1. This is a very easy question. It is made double. It means in value of N is 2. So R2 would be 2 square R1. What is the value of R1? 4 times of R1. 16, no? Yes. 64 ohm. Option C. Oh, they have highlighted the answer for the benefit of the teacher.
Sir, what if it doubled, sir?
It has been doubled. That's why it is 2 square, no?
Sir, इसमें तो स्पेस करके किया गया, मतलब 2 4 जोड़ दिया जाए सर, डबल एक है डबल जोड़ दिया.
Or then 12. If the volume is not remaining same, 2R would be the answer. But here we have to assume a wire have resistance and it is been stretched, not a new wire is connected. Okay. Do you remember the formula? N square R. Oh, good. Now come to the 36. I think in this page I could do this. Okay. Let me see the online part. Yes, Amit, you are good. Dilshad. So see, we actually did the current electricity part and emphasized on this kind of formulae. Just that you can solve it easily. 36. Let's come to the 36. Question number 36. The area of a wire become half and length becomes doubled. What was the formula? R2 by R1. What was that? L2 by A2 into A1 by L1. Very familiar formula. Same material. So put L2 is length becomes double, means 2L1, and area becomes half. It would be A1 by 2. Just put R2 by R1 would be, in place of L2 we will write down 2L1. 2L1 by, in place of A2, we'll write down A1 by 2 times A1 by L1. All will cancel out, 2 will go up, you get 4. So R2 would be 4 times of R1. Option B. Increases by, okay, if it had come R1 by 4, decreases by 4 times, huh? Yes. Yes, Amit, you gave the correct answer. It increases by 4 times. And if you are doing this more and more, बहुत easy हो जाएगा, पता भी नहीं चलेगा, हो जाएगा, मतलब पता चलना चाहिए. You should know. Okay. You are not doing anything. You are just looking. You also.
Sir, they are understanding.
Oh,
They
okay.
will do it in the
Okay, oh, PDFs will, okay, PDFs will say. I just forgot, because in classes, in our school and so, these options are not still available. So अगर कोई copy नहीं करता है तो copy नहीं करता. We are getting more and more sophisticated, na? So, okay, let me check other one if there are any. Refractive index of vacuum. Let me. One, very good. Oh, you saw the highlighted answer. Oh, ठीक है. Now I will make a question paper and highlighting the wrong answers.
Sir, when we give online mock test, they highlight the answer bold. Like, जो correct option
I got this.
are correct.
Okay, here all also are mixed, I think. Alcohols, cannibalism, hours, equations. Math, mixed and match, huh? Maths, physics, sorry, mixed. They're very interesting integration. Matrix, okay, maths. Hard दुख रहा है मेरा. Intensity, force. Okay, we'll start doing currently. Sorry, electrostat. Huh? Then that would also get covered. I think, not think. I'm assuming there is no questions left with current electricity. No.
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, so let me see it to the end. Solution. Oh. Outcome. Focal length, huh? You know, I think you know this, P1 plus P2. Just add those powers. Optics power of two lengths, equivalent power to be, just add those powers. Just dot product makes 0 and you will find out the value of n. $148. Okay, we got something. Okay, let's start. 148. Two identical cells, I'm reading that out loudly. Yeah? Two identical cells of EMF, 3 volt, internal resistance of 1 ohm, that is very important, connected in series to a resistor of 2 ohm. Okay, the current flow through the circuit is very easy. Now let's draw the circuit diagram. Okay, in exam you don't need to draw it, huh? Just use the formula, but I am drawing this because of your understanding part. two cells, sorry, there are two cells. Okay, there are two cells, 3 volt. What is the internal resistance? 1 ohm, OHM. This also has same voltage of, sorry, EMF. R2 is also 1. What is the external resistance value? 2 ohm or 2 symbol. Okay. See, these two cells are connected one after another. What does it mean? Series. So E net, what is the E net? Net EMF, how much? E1 plus E2, you get 6 volt. What is the R net? Net resistance of the circuit? 1 ohm plus 1 ohm plus 2 ohm. So this is the external resistance R now. So R plus R1 plus R2. You get 2 plus 1 plus 1. No, not parallel. Same current will flow. Look, no branching. If there are another branch, these two will be in parallel, and then this would be in parallel. This would be parallel with these two. Okay. Okay. How much you get? 4 ohm. So I would be E net by R net. Simple, same formula. V equals to IR. So I means total potential by total resistance. Here we got EMF, net EMF by net resistance. 6 by 4 ampere. How much we get? 3 by 2. That is 1.5 ampere. Option D. But I could have solved it just by looking at the green part. Huh? I didn't do that. Okay, so total resistance you add, total EMF you get, just divide total EMF with total resistance. A very easy part. Okay, let me check. You see, you recognize well. I'm going backwards. Oh, backward में नहीं है ना? Okay, so let me make it more. हाँ, बस. ठीक है. And she is looking at the question, I think. Oh, finished. Do you know how to find out perpendicular vector? Dot product is 0. Perpendicular means cos 90. Dot product 0 makes the you get the value of it. A linear magnification would be 1, which means image distance equals to object distance. Don't recognize. 143.
Sir, I had a question.
Okay, let me finish this part, then I will answer individually if needed.
The fuel cell भी होता है क्या?
कहाँ बोलो? Why? Fuel cell.
सर ऊपर स्क्रॉल कीजिए एक बार.
Convex lens, I saw it.
नहीं और ऊपर शायद और क्वेश्चन हो.
Question, I can't see any more questions from current electricity. So
Sir, अच्छा 140.
we already did it. Just a minute.
So मेरा हुआ है.
Okay, so we didn't have that much of questions. So we could finish now, or will I start anything else now? Okay, so we'll do little bit of magnetism, Okay, so let's start seeing the questions from this. As we have already started. Okay, so let me see or check if we have anything with related with magnetism. This paper is a hodgepodge. Everything is mixed in here. Okay, just wait. I will go to the next. Okay, so okay, let me summarize this. We already have covered all PYQs related current electricity, more or less, and as we have started magnetism, we could get into the magnetism for a very brief amount of time. Let's say, let me take out 2022. This was 2022. We could start solving certain questions. Let me see where is the. Okay, why I'm doing this? This would be. This is faith. Shall I start solving? No, magnetism. Okay. Let me check the questions from magnetism. Okay, we did this part, so, potentiometer problem, 100 and 125 centimeter. Okay. Brief velocity part we did. Okay, so for this kind of question, a glass rod is rubbed with silk and soap. There is a table given in the board book also. Silk, rubber, glass, wood. There is a table. You have to remember that part. So which one will be rubbed with which to give which one become positive and negative? You have to identify. Okay. Okay, 101. We got part of. Okay, magnetism. Just we will go through certain questions. This is 2022 PYQs. Let's say 101. Okay, Lenz's law is a consequence of energy. All of you gave wrong answer. Lenz's law actually indicates conservation of energy. Charge, never. Kirchhoff's first law is the conservation of charge. Kirchhoff's second law, conservation of energy. Similarly, Lenz's law is also a conservation of energy. We'll get into Lenz's law later. Okay, in general, metallic ropes are suspended on carriers taking inflammable materials to the reason behind it. Look at the question number 102. This is a
Sir, what is the possible difference between
charge is a fundamental property of a body. Okay, so she asked that what is the difference between charge and energy? What is energy? Energy is the capacity to do work. If something can do work, which means it has certain amount of energy. And what is charge? Charge is the fundamental property of a body. What is fundamental property or intrinsic property? There are basically mass is one of the intrinsic properties. Okay, magnetic property is an intrinsic property, and charge is also an intrinsic. See, charge is nothing but a nature. Let's say this is positively charged and something is negatively charged. So if they are repelling each other, not because of mass, or they are attracting each other not because of mass. So charge is the property because of which it is able to attract or repel another body, not because of mass. If it is because of mass, it is gravitation. Okay. If it is because of other part, that is charge, so charge is a fundamental property. Okay, that's not related with energy anyway. Okay, so in general, metal ropes are suspended on carriers taking inflammable materials. The reason is, so if you have seen trucks,
2023 का PDF
we will get that. We are dealing. Okay, so if there is a truck taking inflammable articles, means oil or something, there is a rope or chain put out to the road from the truck. Why? To keep the body of the carrier in contact with the earth, because certain amount of electricity will get generated, heat will also get generated. Okay, so that static charge. So to pass that charge out, to keep the body carrier in contact with the earth. Option C. I'm not writing down the options again. Alpha particle, entering in the field, different part, ratio of the radii. Very good, 104. Let's start with 104. Two alpha particles have, no, this is not of modern physics. Just look. You just looked at alpha particles, you thought that it is of modern physics, but no. They have given alpha particle just to describe its charge and mass. What is an alpha particle? Do you know? Helium nucleus. Mass number 4. It actually, alpha particle has 2 protons and 2 neutrons. Alpha particle has 2 protons and 2 neutrons. Just look. Have their relation. Have the relation of their velocities as 3:2. Okay. So let's say first particle has velocity v1 and second particle has velocity v2. What is the v1 is to v2? 3:2. 3:2. Both of the particles are alpha particles. They move in different circular paths. What is the ratio of the radii? So R1 is to R2. They have asked for what would be the ratio of R1 and R2. Now remember, if a particle is moving in a circular path, charged particle, what does it mean? There is a magnetic field. In previous class I told you there is a magnetic field. Let's say this is the magnetic field. This is the force, now. This was the velocity. Just remember. So what is the force towards center? Centripetal force, mv square by r. That would be equal to the magnetic force qv b. What will cancel out? V and b. So what is r? mv by qb. Do you get up to this? mv square by r, the force. What is this? This is mv square by r. The centripetal force is mv square by r. That is equal to the magnetic force qvb. Sin theta means theta 90 degree. Just remember. So r became mv by qb. So what would be r1 by r2? m1 v1 q1b divided by m2 v2 q2b. B is same, two particles are there under same field. B will cancel. Now both of them are alpha particles. What is same? q1 equals to q2 for alpha. Same particle, q1 q2 are also same. And what are same also? m1 equals to masses will be also same. What do you get? v1 by 3:2. What are where the options are? Let me see. Option D. Now look how we get into the approach. Alpha means helium 2,4, 2 protons, 2 neutrons. Charge is +2, so Q1 equals to Q2. Both of them is +2. Mass number is both of them are same. How much? 4 units. Charge is +2 unit. So charge and masses are same. What will be the ratio of radius? Ratio of the velocities itself, because they are directly proportional. You could write it down like this: R proportional to V also. But I will tell you, go just write down the formula. Why? Instead of alpha, they could have given 1 alpha and 1 deuterium. They could have given 2 different charges, okay, having different masses. So then the ratio of masses will be there, ratio of charges will be there, and that is how you would find out the ratio of their velocities. As they have given only alpha, mass will cancel, charge will cancel, everything will cancel. But instead of that, if they have given 2 particles, let's say 1 alpha, one is hydrogen ion, for example. So then you have to replace those charges and masses. Okay, for hydrogen ion, only 1 proton, mass number would be 1. So, are you getting this? This is the formula we will use, I remember this formula: mv square by r equals to qvb. That is the very fundamental. That's why physics is so interesting. You will get to know everything inside and out. I'm not demeaning chemistry, but there you have to take it for granted. But here you can ask question and question one after another, and we could give you the answers. But certain things have to be for that you have to go deeper into the physics part. Okay, so write it down. Mass, no, Mohtasim, I think it is 3:2. Look at the solution, you could get it. Let me see. Oh, conclusion means, no, I didn't write the conclusion because the question came 2 alpha particles. It could have came 1 alpha, 1 deuterium, 1 alpha, 1 other any particles, charge particles. So this is the fundamental law, the formula you have to use: R equals to mv by qb. That would be good. In place of q1, you place charge of 1, q2 charge of second one. Okay, next. How what was 102? No, 4 we did, na? Oh yes, 104. Now absolute zero radius where end connected thin wires. The north pole of bar magnet push slowly solenoid. Okay, look, 108. We'll not solve this. We'll just use the concept and we'll answer it. 108. The north pole of a long bar magnet was pushed slowly into a short solenoid connecting to a short galvanometer. So there is a solenoid and we are pushing north pole inside the solenoid slowly. If the magnet was held stationary for a few seconds and the north pole in the middle of the solenoid and then withdrawn rapidly, maximum deflection of the galvanometer was observed when the magnet was moving towards the solenoid, moving into the solenoid, at rest into the solenoid, moving out of the solenoid. Now answer it by intuition.
B. Moving into the solenoid.
Why? That will happen. Deflection will take place if you put a magnet in towards a coil or take it out of the coil. But there is a law called Faraday's law. What is the law? Try to remember. What was Faraday's law? Lenz's law was the induced EMF would oppose the very cause which produces it. That was Lenz's law, and based on conservation of energy. What was Faraday's law? The rate of change of flux is electron. Sorry, rate of change. The induced EMF is directly proportional to the rate of change of flux and the number of turns. Rate of change of flux means how rapidly you change it. How rapidly you change it. If you start moving slowly, very minute amount of current will be produced. If you moving fast or moving out rapidly, high amount of current will produce, because flux is changing at a higher rate. In a shorter time, you are changing more flux. In which case you are doing it? The the magnet was held for a certain time, and then see this third line, and then withdrawn rapidly. When you took out the magnet rapidly, then the maximum deflection will take place. Option D. May I elaborate on this? Okay. This is question number 108. See. Okay, let me draw the solenoid itself. Okay, this is a solenoid. Okay, this is the bar magnet, north, south, and you have connected a galvanometer with it. Look, galvanometer. Now, no battery is connected. So if no battery or cell is there, no current would be there. Okay. Now, let's say it is a stationary, which means there are magnetic field lines which are passing like this. Now, what will happen if you start moving towards the solenoid? More and more field lines will pass through this coil, which means magnetic flux will get changed. Okay, magnetic flux change means what? You are changing more and more field lines through one particular area. What is the value of magnetic flux? What is the expression? B dot A. B is the magnetic field, A is the area, dot product of that. So if you move towards the coil, more and more flux will change through the coil, and there will be a current. The galvanometer will deflect, it will move. Now, when would be the maximum flux would get changed? What was the Faraday's formula? No. E proportional to d phi b by dt. It is rate of change of flux. Okay. So if t is decreasing, look, if t is decreasing, E will increase. So how rapidly you change the flux gives you the more EMF. Option 108, option D. While we are moving out of the solenoid rapidly, then you will get more EMF. Maximum deflection, look, maximum deflection, I will write this down, means more induced current. Maximum deflection means more induced current. It means more induced EMF. Just look, it means faster change in flux. Okay, now do you get this? Maximum deflection means more current, means more EMF, which means faster change in flux. So how rapidly you change the flux, that will decide how much EMF will you get. Do you know in our household electricity the frequency is 50 hertz? Do you know this? 50 hertz लिखा हुआ आता है. it is written. What does it mean? It means the current we are getting is an alternating current like this. This is the wave, full wave. So there are 50 full waves getting produced in each second. What does it mean? The coil is rotating 100 times. Sorry, 50 times. Full rotation 50 times, half rotation 100 times. Half, next half. So if you make it more faster, it would become 55, 60 hertz also. In USA, you have seen the plugs or the charger from USA, they are actually have different pins with why they are made like this. He has seen it, that's why he is excited. So those chargers will not act here because of the very plug-in points. So in USA, the the frequency of AC actually 55 or 60 hertz. Why greater hertz? They use hydroelectricity. They have many waterfalls, so it is easier for them to rotate the coil more faster in a single second. So they are changing the flux more, they are getting more frequency of AC, and obviously that will lower the price of electricity. We are actually paying more price for electricity. If you had great waterfalls, electricity ka price kam hota, because rate of change of flux will be faster. So this is related with our daily life actually. If you change rotate more faster change in flux, which means more EMF, more current, more mobile charging, more short scrolling. So the very basis is science. Okay, so that's all for the day. The coming Wednesday we will continue magnetic part also, and I think you have a test in between that. So best of luck for that. I have sent homeworks, try to solve those if you could. Let me finish the class, let me see, I will answer you. Okay, thank you everyone who were in online tolerating me. Thanks for being present here. Thanks again. বলে দিস